Hey Twyla, I'm Emily Nevels, and this year I'm serving as your Louisiana FFA State Vice President representing Area 2. And today I'm honored to be here with Mr. Will Dearmon, who is the President of the Ruston-Lincoln Chamber of Commerce and a former FFA member. So, Mr. Dearmon, could you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do in this role?
Of course. Emily, I serve as the President of the Ruston-Lincoln Chamber of Commerce, which means I represent over 480 local businesses here in North Louisiana and even across the state that see a great deal of value being invested in the Ruston-Lincoln Chamber of Commerce and see a value in being invested in our local economy. So we provide resources to those businesses in the form of programs and services just to support them in getting started and growing and then experiencing as much success as they can.
Absolutely. Well, could you tell me a little bit about what inspired you to maybe take this role?
Absolutely. I think the opportunity to come back to North Louisiana was incredibly attractive. I was at the time living in the greater Dallas area, loved my time in Ruston as a student of Louisiana Tech, and wanted an opportunity to come back and serve this community. And the Chamber was in a great position to maybe be challenged a little bit, and our business community and just the local community was experiencing so much growth. There was an opportunity to kind of raise the standards of what a local business association could do, not just for the community, but for the larger local economy. So being a part of that growth, that change and service was really, really meaningful.
Well, you said that you've lived a lot of places, whether it's Dallas, Ruston, or Winfield, but a big thing that comes with being a part of the FFA is a lot of us come from small towns. Now, I know you were very active in an FFA chapter during your time, so what FFA chapter do you come from, and what did you do during your time there?
Absolutely. So I'm a proud alumnus of Winfield Senior High School and the Winfield FFA chapter. I cannot think of a moment or a memory or just a meaningful time while I was in high school that didn't in some way connect to FFA. And anywhere and everywhere I've lived, there's been an opportunity to reconnect with the FFA. From the time I was living and working in Washington, D.C. and saw corduroy jackets from all over the nation visiting their local senator or congressperson, or even whenever I was in graduate school at College Station at Texas A&M and had the opportunity to meet someone who would become a future mentor, but one of the former state FFA presidents of Texas. So it's been everywhere, and it's something I've so enjoyed staying connected to.
Absolutely. Well, kind of going off of that, what do you think I know it may have been a long time ago, but what do you think your favorite FFA memory is?
I have, an unlimited list of favorite memories, but one clearly stands out amongst all the rest. I come from a long line of FFA members, and members that have, of FFA family members that have served in a number of different capacities. My sister and I were both very involved. We had uncles that served as state and national officers. But my first experience in FFA was competing in the creed contest.
Yes.
And there is just no better encapsulation than E.M. Tiffany's words about the meaningfulness of agriculture, the meaningfulness of the work and the experience in that field and its impact across society. I had an incredible opportunity to represent Winfield in our state in the national contest in 2006. And just had an incredible experience. Placed second or first runner-up, the exact same place my sister did in the National Creed Contest, 6 years apart to the day. And that's something that we've shared for our entire lives. And there will be moments when we gather for Thanksgiving or Christmas, something will come up, and reciting some part of the creed is just a natural response to that event. When I think back about the FFA and specifically this great organization in our state here in Louisiana, but also the great chapter that I came from, I think about the memories and I think about the moments that shaped me as a person. But what I reflect back on now as a young professional, I think I can still say, even though I'm older than you, is that so many professional milestones I can tag back to foundational experiences within Louisiana FFA. And I think every student that came through the Winfield FFA chapter has to thank Steve Vines
Absolutely.
For how much just service he gave to that school system, to that chapter and to every student that came through it. And I know I'm better, not just because of advisors like him and because of sisters like mine and family like mine that also love the FFA, but I'm simply just better today as a professional, as a person, because of what I learned as a member of the Louisiana FFA chapter.
Yes, and I will say, so I'm from the Winfield FFA chapter as well, and we've recently made a plaque wall in the ag shop, and we have your plaque next to Anna's plaque on the wall, so it always serves as a big reminder of what FFA can really allot us within our lives. So again, kind of going off of that, do you think it's really important for kids to become involved with organizations like the FFA? And if so, tell us a little bit why.
Absolutely. I think the entire FFA experience is a career development event. There is no facet of the FFA experience that you cannot later tie back to an interview prep, running a board meeting, budgeting a farm, thinking about the impacts of a single task or a single project in a single season, and tying that impact to not only your family's well-being, but your community and the larger environment that you may live in, whether that's some role in the agribusiness, vertical, or in my role, running a local chamber of commerce, thinking about parliamentary procedure every single month, and going back to those contests that were a lot of fun, but again, they ended up being foundational to my professional growth and what I've made a career out of. Spending time going through degrees, competing in contests, you're laying a foundation for your future. And FFA is incredibly, incredibly good at helping young people lay a strong foundation for their future.
Well, you just mentioned how FFA does lay that strong foundation for the success of youth all across America. So this is my big and final question. What would be your biggest piece of advice for youth anywhere?
To get involved. You hear that probably in a lot of different venues or through different lenses, but involvement at any age, at any level, to whatever degree, is going to pay dividends for your personal growth, for your professional growth. But sometimes it takes a little bit of a leap, maybe a push. So I tie that back to being in good peer groups, to being in good organizations that are well equipped to resource, support, or just be a great partner to you as an individual. No matter what grade you're in, no matter what career aspiration you may hold in your heart, where you think you're going to go to college, or how you're going to start your career. No matter the path you take, who you hang around matters, who you call for support and advice matters. And if you lean on those relationships that you build in your local FFA chapter or in your state chapter, you're going to have resources, you're going to have support, and like me, you're going to have mentors that you can call back on for every chapter of your life moving forward.
Well, perfect. Well, thank you so much for your time today. This is Emily Nevels, and we're signing off at Twyla.